I want to bring a perspective to your attention. So, this is to do with attraction. So, true, genuine connection, attraction, and compatibility are rare. Ones that can work for a long time, a lifetime, where you have shared values and shared perspectives, needs, desires, whatever. These things all together between two people are rare. Now, don't get depressed by that. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It's not. It doesn't mean you won't have that person cross your path. That's also incorrect. What it ends up being is that for most of our dating life, it's about learning lessons. So the more insecure you are, or the less you're secure in yourself, however you want to put it, the more attracted to you are to more people. So when you're not secure in yourself, you're going to find a lot more people interesting. You're going to be attracted to a lot more people. The more secure you are, the less attracted you will be to most people. The other thing that's interesting about this is when we have a mutual attraction, it means we have a lesson to learn from that person, which is why we're attracted to them, and they have a lesson to learn from us. So this can be a very long lesson. This can take years, and that's why a relationship could, even though it's not right, could work for a long time because you're both learning things from each other. What ends up happening, if, for instance, substance abuse and all kinds of stuff are involved, you both could be staying at the same level, where neither one of you wants to grow or change. And so you stay together, even though you may not be a good match, that addiction keeps you there. So that's why addiction isn't such a good idea in terms of relationships, especially with substances and food addictions and things like this. It makes it difficult to truly connect to yourself. Therefore, you can't really connect to someone else. But anyway, if, for instance, you start out at the same level, but one person wants to grow and change, they go this direction, this person stays here. Or even, in some situations, that other person will go this way. So you're both growing, but you're growing in different directions. And what you first started out with has now changed. So if you're growing, the other person isn't, it's like dragging a boulder behind you. You can't do that for too long, and eventually you have to leave. You learned everything you need to, and now you need to go learn more lessons, and you can't do it with this person. So you part ways. They say things like, oh, you've changed and I don't like it. It's correct. You have changed. You have. And now you got to do something else. When it comes to going different directions, you both will be changing, but you're changing differently, and whatever you did have is now, it's too different and you can't make it work. These are all lessons. They're not true, genuine compatibility. They're not true, genuine connections. So that should make your head spin a bit. That's why a lot of times you can go back and think, God, what did I see in that person? Because your energy has changed, the lessons you've learned, and now you don't need to anymore, and now you can't find that attractive anymore. And that's the point. The more secure you become, the less you can be attracted to the majority of people. Because you know your worth, you know what you deserve, you know what is worthy of your time and what isn't. And so if it's not worthy of your time, you can't go there. It doesn't even register on the radar. It just doesn't. You will not be interested or attracted. Simple as that. So the more secure you become, the less likely you are to be interested in dating the majority of people. You may see a person and go, oh, I've been there before. I've seen that before. Don't want to do it again. So you might recognize that energy, but you recognize it as something you don't want anymore. It can also be that you don't recognize it at all. You don't even see it. You might go days, weeks, months without seeing anyone that you find interesting. In that case, you'll become secure and know what you desire, what you need. And then, truly, you can be sort of, irradiating that energy outward. And therefore, the person who also has the same needs and values as you will recognize you, just as you'll recognize them. And then you can build something together, a life, a dream, a legacy, again, whatever it is you're interested in, a family, whatever. And then that person, as long as they are remaining true to themselves and you're remaining true to yourself, you will be growing and wanting similar things. You may help push each other. One person might be helping the other one with one area or another because that's what they've got a natural affinity towards. But at the end of the day, you both want to help each other in the same direction. So that's how we can tell how secure we are, based on how many people we find attractive and what kind of lessons we want to experience.